running a Spry 100. She says being independent all...
Hello YouTube, welcome back. We have a time capsule video for you today. As I commute to work, this video is going to be a time capsule for March 3, 2025. Now this type of video will not be pretty much for us in this generation. This type of video is really for future generations to look back and get a snippet of what things looked like in the year 2025. So right now they're on a commercial, but we're going to get the 740 headlines here pretty soon. So the plan is to upload a time capsule every other day when I don't upload my regular content for my Pride in Patterson channel. Now these videos are going to be Monday through Friday on my Documenting History channel. This one included. This one will be on the Documenting History channel, but on the Pride in Patterson channel it's going to be uploaded every other day. So you're going to get about 15 time capsules a month, give or take, depending when I go to work or when I don't go to work.
They provide real security.
We're on a commercial right now on Broadway, Martin Luther King Jr. Way. In about 2 minutes, we're going to do the 740 headline news. And that'll be the snippet that will be recorded for history. Because that's the point, to record history. Sometimes even the commercials can be vintage, but I didn't want to, I guess, focus on the commercials this morning because I just wanted to let you know what to expect for March. Every other day, when there's not a content video, I'll be posting a time capsule.
Once again, 833-933-SAFE.
Got some more commercial music there in a moment. Waiting for that to end so we don't get a copyright strike.
Last night, the award for Best Original Song was handed out by none other than Mick Jagger. The winner was Elma.
Ooh, I let that play. I hope it didn't play that long.
Jagger said the producers wanted Bob Dylan to present, but he didn't want to. Host Conan O'Brien said Dylan passed on attending the Oscars. Conan joking, Dylan really wanted to be here tonight, but not that badly. We got the complete Oscars rundown coming up next in our top stories. Do not move a muscle.
I have to move a muscle. I'm driving.
Sheldon and Hill, New York's injury lawyers.
Go to hurtny.com.
That's hurtny.com.
I move when I'm reading. I smoke when I'm playing. I smoke after dinner.
Oh, that smoking commercial.
It's like they're smoking. Kids with asthma who are exposed to secondhand smoke have more frequent and severe asthma attacks. It's time to clear the air. Learn more about secondhand smoke and asthma at health.ny.gov/cleartheair. That's health.ny.gov/cleartheair. A message from the New York State Health Department.
Still more commercial music. We're almost there, folks. A couple more seconds.
Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you. And Hyundai has over 120 IIHS top safety awards since 2006. Because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't... Hyundai vehicles...
Here's something for historical purposes. As I was coming down the stairs, I fell down the stairs. So I skinned my knee and sprained my ankle. My left ankle and my right knee is skinned.
It was an all in New York.
I just wrapped it with a gauze for now.
This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes.
We'll give you the world.
Good morning. We're at 23 degrees at 7:40. There you go, Scott. We're on Monday, March 3rd. I'm Scott Stanford. Here's what's happening.
Somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Hollywood Oscars handed out last night. Honora wins Best Picture. We've got the complete list of winners coming up. It was not a quiet weekend when it comes to the race for New York City mayor. There's a new candidate in the field.
We can turn this city around, and we know we will.
Former Governor Andrew Cuomo has now officially entered the chat. Israel stops the entry of all food and supplies into Gaza, says there will be additional consequences for Hamas if the ceasefire is not extended. Phase 1 ended over the weekend. Police on the hunt for a tough guy who kicked a 72-year-old woman down a staircase. That happened at the Roosevelt train station in Queens on Saturday night. Right out of science fiction, surgeons in Canada using a patient's own tooth to create a new eyeball lens in order to give a man his sight back. Wait till you hear this one. Checking sports, Knicks and Rangers both winners yesterday. The Devils lost. AccuWeather, we stay cold, high around 39, but we're back into the 50s tomorrow and the rest of the week. Winds News Time, 7:41. Traffic and transit. Let's get you back out to Karen Stewart.
As we check what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels, it's 45 minutes now into the GW, both levels, from your 8095 approaches. From the Route 46 approach, it's 35 minutes, and 30 from the Palisades of Route 4. The inbound Lincoln Tunnel has a 25-minute wait, and the inbound Holland is 45 from the Skyway, and 25 minutes from the Newark Bay Extension. Now, the RFK Triborough Bridge. This is the Queens-bound incident, though. We have an accident. It blocks the right lane on the Queens span, so expect delays there. Over at the Throgs Neck and Whitestone, we're in good shape, and in the northern suburbs in Scarsdale, again, on the Hutch southbound at exit 12 from Mamaroneck Avenue, another unauthorized tractor trailer. That one is in the right-hand lane as we check what we see on Long Island's Big 3. Not bad. Southern State has some slow traffic around the Seaford Oyster Bay Expressway at Wantagh. And westbound from 106 out into exit 19 from Peninsula Boulevard. The Northern State has slowdowns around the Wantagh. And the LIE is not bad. We've got slowdowns into Glen Cove Road, and then we've got tie-ups from Lakeville Road out into Bell Boulevard. Then the westbound LIE is going to be heavy again from 164th Street out into Woodhaven Boulevard. Our next report's in less than 10 minutes. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Just turning down the commercial music as we're on Route 20 South with Krauser's homemade candies on the left.
Far in our pajamas, it was Oscar night.
And the Oscar goes to
Honora.
in the hotly contested Best Picture category, the big winner, the 5 Oscars. That includes Honora's rising star Mikey Madison with the Best Actress Award, calling her win surreal.
Sorry, I do not know what the commission intends.
And Best Actor going to Adrian Brody for his performance as a Hungarian architect fleeing post-World War II Europe in The Brutalist.
That's correspondent Matt Wolf. Kieran Culkin took home Best Supporting Actor for A Real Pain. So did Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. Wicked did take home 2 Oscars, Best Costume Design and Best Production Design, but none of the majors. We did get a little medley from Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande to open up the night.
Getting on 80 East in New York. Elmwood Park. Ooh, they're letting that song play kind of long.
Actor Gene Hackman and his wife and their dog found dead just 4 days ago. Morgan Freeman starred with Mr. Hackman in 1992's Unforgiven. That's the movie that earned Hackman his second Oscar. Mr. Freeman spoke about his friend last night.
Gene always said, I don't think about legacy. I just hope people remember me as someone who tried to do good work. So I think I speak for us all when I say, Gene, you'll be remembered for that and for so much more. Rest in peace, my friend.
You know, the show with one glaring omission. They left Michelle Trachtenberg out of the In Memoriam segment. The actress died last week at 39. She was found at her apartment near Columbus Circle. Wins News Time, 7:45. Well, nobody was surprised, but everybody's still buzzing about former Governor Andrew Cuomo throwing his hat into the ring for mayor of New York City. As you can imagine, the reaction from current city lawmakers, quite mixed.
As hundreds packed the Carpenters Union offices here in Hudson Square, Andrew Cuomo touched on one topic a number of times: policing and public safety.
More police in our high crime areas, more police to stop the number of recidivists.
because nothing works if people don't feel safe.
So what does our current mayor think about all this? Well, he welcomes Cuomo to the race.
I don't know who said it, but it's a famous quote, come one, come all. You know, we all got to come out. We can't hide in the shadows. We got to come out and give our real positions. And so I'm looking forward to it. This is campaign season.
Fellow Democratic candidate Brad Lander, though, not so welcoming.
It's certainly no surprise we didn't hear anything about the 11 women that he sexually harassed.
Primary day is June 24th. Glenn Schuck, 1010 wins, 92.3 FM, here in Hudson and Houston.
Well, firefighters battling a tough blaze in Queens yesterday. South Jamaica, 146th Street. 6 people injured, including 3 firefighters who are expected to be okay. This one, officials say, burned for a couple of hours before they can get it under control. FDNY says looks like lithium-ion batteries were involved. Here's Deputy Fire Chief Jonathan Klein.
We also luckily had 4 propane cylinders that were involved in the fire. It's something that we expect to find in these type of occupancies. Thank God none of those levied or blew up. Otherwise, it would have been a much more tough situation.
165-year-old man is in critical condition. The White House says it supports Israel's blockade of all aid to Gaza. The administration says Hamas has indicated they are, quote, no longer interested in a negotiated ceasefire. Israel now pushing for a U.S. proposal to extend phase 1 of the ceasefire, which expired over the weekend.
We understand, according to the Israelis, that this decision was coordinated with the Trump administration. On the flip side, you're hearing from aid organizations from the UN that this is in violation of international law. But it is an Israeli tactic to try and pressure Hamas to agree to an extension of phase 1. And as far as the impact, I mean, you're going to see millions continuing to struggle.
That's correspondent Inez de la Quatera. Mediators from Egypt and Qatar accusing Israel of violating humanitarian law by using starvation as a weapon. Meanwhile, Hamas says it wants to move forward and on to phase 2. Update now on the Pope's medical condition as the pontiff remains hospitalized following a setback last week.
The Vatican says he is stable with no fever and he is off mechanical ventilation entirely. The 88-year-old is recovering from double pneumonia.
Silence.
Wins News Time 7:48. Well, those are the doggies of the Iditarod. The annual sled race underway yesterday in Anchorage, Alaska. The send-off teams headed to Fairbanks, where the actual race begins today.
We don't have anything like this where we're from, so this is super cool to see.
Leading up to that pivotal moment.
As soon as that musher releases the brake and they start going, it's silent. They are yapping and they are so excited to go they're jumping up and down. The minute they start going forward, their tongues hang out and the smile on their face, and that's what they're where they want to be. And that energy from that is just, it's wonderful to see.
That's Joe Allgood reporting. The reason they moved from Anchorage to Fairbanks, Anchorage hasn't seen any snow, and well, those sleds don't work very well on dirt and gravel. The race stretches for over 1,100 miles to Nome, Alaska, and they say the dogs absolutely love it. Hey, I was reading about this amazing operation over the weekend. I wanted to pass it along. Doctors giving a Canadian man back his sight by using the guy's teeth. His name is Brent Chapman. He was one of the first ever tooth and eye recipients. They say it's a rare operation. Even many eye surgeons haven't heard about it yet. It's called osteodontokeratoprosthesis. Osteodontokeratoprosthesis. And it reportedly uses a patient's own tooth to craft a support structure for an artificial cornea. First, they remove one of Mr. Chapman's teeth. They shave it down to a rectangle. They drill a hole and put a plastic optical lens inside the tooth. Then the tooth's implanted into the cheek for a few months so it can grow a layer of supporting tissue. Then when it's ready, the tooth is removed from the cheek and placed into the eyeball socket. That's kind of the Cliff Notes version. The end result is a pink eye with a small black circle that doctors say Mr. Chapman will be able to see through once again. That is absolutely incredible. Just look that up. Check it out. It's called, just look up tooth and eye recipients, not osteodontokeratoprosthesis. Tooth and eye recipients. Look it up. You'll be amazed.
All right. Well, there you go. That's today's snippet of the news. That little piece of history with that medical procedure. You never know. 10, 20 years from now, people will watch this video and remember when the broadcast came out about the very first time it was done. That's history. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you on the next video.